So yeah, hello. To be honest, like man, it looks like a fucking green screen behind me. It's like, why is it so purple? Well, it's actually beautiful. So yeah, hi, nice to see you, I guess. Yeah, earlier today I really was in the mood to make a video, but then I didn't, and now I'm kind of lost. Well, the reason why I started this video is basically just to flex on how quickly I'm learning Spanish. Yeah. I actually think it's not too hard. You just kind of have to do things even though it seems like nothing is happening. Because like, to be fair, I've been reading a book for a while now, and I still basically don't understand shit. I know the book already, but I really don't understand shit. And what I also started, one thing I think is like really influential is trying to think in Spanish and like talking to myself, which is very useful. Um, and then that's also like a really nice way to come up with new words is you think in Spanish or talk to yourself, and then you realize, oh wait, that's actually like an easy word, I really should know this one. And then you just edit, and obviously you should use Anki. Anki's just, I, 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 I do it more or less consistently, but Anki is pretty powerful. It's ANKY. Sorry. So yeah, I'm having fun. And what I also the well, just now, okay, just like hold yourselves in your seats. It's about to get incredible. I just like told the people in my hostel, we kind of made a story around. Everyone had to tell where, just, I don't know, just say something, I guess. And I was able to like spontaneously, without, it's not like remembered sentences, but I built them spontaneously. I could kind of talk about my plans and where I'm at, or I guess just talk a little. So yeah, the sad part is that like right now I think I can actually like speak a little bit, like the basics, but I don't understand a word of what the locals say. Like, not a bit, nothing, nada. Really, just nothing. It's terrible. And so I started watching the news today. I think in like a few days, maybe 2 3 days, I'll understand like quite a bit more. Maybe then I can actually start like getting into conversations, which would be crazy. Because from then on, I would just speak to all the old ladies. They are really like easy to talk to, and old ladies seem to really love me, which is convenient, I guess. And man, look, like today I was just sitting and having a nice phone call, and then like some really wonderful, nice looking old lady like walked by, and she had something to eat in her hands, and then she kind of, I smiled at her and she smiled at me, and then she said something to me, and I just didn't get shit. And it was so sad because I swear to God, if I would have played my cards right, I might have like just walked out with a free meal there. But I failed miserably. I didn't get one word she said. Like, not one. I'm sure she only used basic words, but it's so hard to understand. It's terrible. Yeah. But I hope I'll be able to like understand soon. I actually think it won't take too long. Like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then I can understand just way more. Depends on how serious I take it. Yeah. I have like way too much time right now at my hand, so I might focus on learning Spanish a little bit more. Even though I think I'm like doing solid 2 hours a day, maybe. It's not very active, and my attention span. Well, it's just, man, I'm just way too similar to a goldfish in way too many categories. But Yeah, I'm managing and it's fun. Yeah. Also like travel tips, okay? Um I've basically been stuck here way too long. Like way too long. I really shouldn't be here anymore. Um it's like, and I have a workaway host, which is basically, workaway is cool. You should check it out. It's like, yeah, you work for 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and for that you get accommodation, like a bed, and you can sleep there. You get food, which is really nice, and you live with a family in most cases, I guess, or just some group of people. Yeah. So that's cool, and I have that in a few days, you know. So, and that's obviously super cheap too, because when I'm there, I don't spend money. It's just for free, and I'm honestly looking forward to working. Like, it's actually crazy, but those 5 hours, it's really something you can get used to. It's just, especially, well, I was a little bit spoiled, I guess, with my last workaway host, with which was my aunt and uncle, and they specifically kind of tried to give me different jobs, you know, so that I kind of get a little out of every area of work, which was obviously big luxury, really nice. But well, now I'm really hoping that I can. Well, I'll just have to plan a little more. Now, I think traveling is like actually incredibly well at kind of finding your weak spots and like really poking into them, and then you notice pretty quickly, yeah, maybe I should plan like just a little bit more. It's just, there are so many benefits to planning, or just having a better grasp on what you're doing, and you know, I'm really realizing that now, and I think when I go away from my workaway host, I will have a rough plan in mind. So, and I also learned, I went to like a rafting tour, and it cost over 60 euros. It was like an hour on a river, and when he said paddle, I had to or we had to paddle. I sat in the boat with some older American guys, and like the men made jokes, and it was just, man, just, I really felt like I was not at the right place. And it was wonderful and super tourist attraction-y, but it's just really not my vibe. It's too much money for me, and it's just not real adventure, you know. It's just, well, it's just, yeah, I really wasn't too impressed. So I think what I have to do is at some point get a tent. I guess maybe I can like get through, because but I don't know. Like, I think the move is hitchhiking, and but to hitchhike you either have to sleep in the rain, which, oh my goodness, yeah, that sucks. Or I think maybe I could survive with just a tarp instead of a tent, but it would be pretty shitty, to be honest. So it's weird. I like, an okay tent would actually save me lots of money probably, because hostels are just, like, accommodation where you live is just the most expensive thing by far. And if you have a tent, you can basically do the adventure stuff just by yourself without you needing some 60 euro guide, you know? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. And also, what I've learned is, if you're in a hostel room, like, it's a good idea to make known that you're there. Otherwise, people might do something. I think it's an issue that particularly targets men. But some people might do something they would normally, hopefully, only do when they're like by themselves. So yeah, weird things happen, you know. Yeah, but I think I'll survive those weird things. Yeah. Oh, it's really fun. And my Spanish, yeah, I think I'll get most of my vocabulary by reading, and I might start to like read like 1.5 hours a day, but with Google Translate, or not Google, but DeepL is a little better, I think, and then kind of really understand the sentences and also the grammar. Maybe not every sentence, I'll just have to get a grip on how delicate and how perfect and specific I have to, and how detailed my understanding has to be. But it, first of all, is really fun to kind of think about, wait, how could that be, how could that combination of words form that meaning? Sometimes it's really weird because it's just different grammar. I think I could get behind that pretty quickly. Yeah, and it's fun. But I just hate typing things into my translator. That really pisses me off. But I guess it's okay. And then I'll make I you know I think I'll basically I'll do that for like roughly 1.5 hours a day. I think that's a good idea. And then, well, what time is it? Huh. Actually, can I sleep now? If I could sleep now, I actually, before I eat in the morning, I have like pretty good concentration. So maybe I could sit down and just Google Translate the shit out of a few pages. And the good thing is that like my brain actually has to. Hi.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. My brain actually really has to think to like solve those grammar puzzles. So yeah, that's fun. And that also means, I guess, at least to some degree, that if I solve a grammar puzzle like a few times, it'll just, I think I think I'll just quickly get into it, like pretty quickly, and that should be fun. And what would be perfect, what I'm trying to achieve as quickly as possible, is a level where I can like read comfortably, and then I'll just read, like as much as possible. Oh, 30 seconds, no! Oh, that's so mean. Well, I have to end the video here. Yeah, that's mean. 30 seconds. Bye.